Restrictions are lifted, I'm terminating.
Okay. I'm Judy Clark, and I work with the safety department for Mara Transport, and we are going to do a video demonstration of a pre-trip on a semi and hooking up a grain trailer. This is one of our drivers. This is Michael, and he'll be doing the demonstration. And this is Gene, and Gene will be watching and making comments if he feels some comments need to be made. So Mike, you can start.
All right, we'll start with getting in and out of the truck with the 3-point stance, getting in and out. You might want to come on this side. Hand on the door, another hand right here, there's a handle inside. 1 foot up, another foot up. There's also a handle here for gripping. Stepping in, closing the door. Getting out is the same way. Foot down, hand on the handlebar, one hand still on the steering wheel. Transfer to the bar, down, down. And that's how you get in and out of a semi. And then we'll do the hood, the fluid inspection under the hood.
Well, now if you're disabled, you can use the one arm to transfer from bar to bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you undo both hood latches or the hood will not open. Sometimes you have to place 1 foot right here, grab the divot in the hood, and pull. Make sure you don't get hit in the head from the hood. And watch out for the mirrors. Come over this way. Look and see, check your belts. Just kind of look over the motor, check your antifreeze. Empty. And then you go around to the other side. Make sure you watch your head.
Oh, I'm coming.
Did you pull a dipstick?
Not yet.
Oh.
Kind of look over, look at your belts. Kind of look over axles, springs, just kind of general look over. Dipstick's on the other side.
Grab your steer column and give it a shake.
Oh,
Watch
yep.
it.
Kick the one here. Look at your shocks, your brakes, brake lines. Make sure you also look at your wheel lug nuts. Sometimes you got to grab them. Check your hoses here that go through the frame. Notice anything abnormal or unsafe, I should say. And we'll go back over to the other side and check the oil. And again, make sure you watch out for the mirror. It's nice to have gloves sometimes.
Now for time economy, you should have pulled the dipstick here.
Okay.
I'm used to the red motors that's on the other side.
Okay.
The dipstick. Make sure it's tight. Make sure the oil filler is tight. And I believe we're ready. Oh, check the lines here. Shocks, brake lines.
With excessive oil leaks running down off the engine on the suspension.
Yep. And then we close the hood. And again, watch the mirror. Same thing when you close the hood.
You must have been tagged with that a couple of times.
And you walk around. Close up the latches. And since we are done with this part, we'll go back because we are not hooked up totally yet. And we'll just look at our fifth wheel plate. Make sure that the kingpin has been pulled out before we back under. Just kind of generally look over, look at airbags, tread on the tires, leaf springs, any airlines that are visible, steps. Make sure nothing's dragging as far as airlines or electrical cords. Just kind of visually look over everything.
Make sure the dogs are engaged on the slider.
Oh, yep. Also, visually look at your kingpin. Make sure there isn't a kingpin lock on it. And just kind of generally look underneath for any cross members that are missing or broke or laying down in the general area right here. And so far so good. Check your mud flaps. You have 2 mud flaps, 1 on each side. You do the repeat on the same thing on the other side. You know, just visually look at the
Okay.
tires and all that stuff. And,
Yep.
and now we'll go ahead and start it up. And make sure your door closes. Maybe.
What the?
Alright, what's going on?
Is your seatbelt in the way?
Something in the door?
Alright, let's try this. There we go.
Okay.
Always wear your seatbelt when driving a motor vehicle. Start the truck, you always check your gauges for your low air warning devices and make sure that you're building air. You should also, once you've built air, you should release. Put your foot on the brake, release the parking brake, and fan the air down until it reaches a point in time which is about 50 pounds where the emergency pop-off valve will pop and set the brakes again.
Okay.
If you're hooked to a trailer, you release all the brakes. As soon as the valves pop. Pause that while we're waiting for air to build.
So, yeah, I was going to say, so he's just building air pressure right now so he can start.